Welcome to Mindful Monday. Today's topic is 50 ways to break up with your broker. In all relationships, personal and professional, there comes an endpoint. On the personal side, such as in marriage, we usually hope the endpoint is until death do us part, and that we get to say goodbye with dignity on both sides. On the professional side, though, there's often not as much thought or discussion about that goodbye day. At one time, I found a doctor whom I thought would be my primary physician forever. I gave no thought to my expectations of her as a professional. I just knew I liked her. But then she misdiagnosed me and put me on medication, which required quarterly office visits and blood work. Once the error was discovered, she took me off the medication, but brushed off her mistake as if it was no big deal. That bothered me, yet I didn't switch. The next time in, she said I had another condition and had a prescription ready for it. I resisted. It took a chance conversation with an MD friend to realize I had not had my best health interests served for nearly 3 years, but I didn't want to deal with it. I learned that when my gut said it was time, I would cause less pain to both of us to act faster. Perhaps all of this is why, when I'm the one being hired, I try to have ultra-clear definitions of both success and disappointment. I hate negative surprises, and I would rather know in advance how to avoid them. Sometimes in giving second opinions, I find that a client's best interests are clearly not being served, and the most common situation is where a broker has charged more than the client knew, recommended a product with an egregious commission, or neglected to disclose an important risk about a product. Without knowing the pre-existing relationship, all I can do is report what I see. Most of the time, it's simply someone they liked and thought was telling them everything they needed to know. But when I get a deer in the headlights look back, I know I hit a nerve. It's their college roommate, their childhood friend of the family, a cousin, or an in-law. The rift that they were hoping was not there is exposed, and they want to do something about it, but yet they often don't. It's uncomfortable. Either way, when it comes to breaking up, many aren't sure about how to do one or all of 5 things. Number 1, tell the professional they're breaking up with them. Number 2, tell the professional why they're breaking up with them. 3, choose a new place to do business. 4, unwind the deal or move the account. And or 5, forgive themselves for making a mistake. It may not be surprising to know that the financial industry has been dealing with this issue for decades, and so they've made 1, telling the professional, and 2, why, completely optional logistics-wise. Once 3 is completed, a topic for another post, finding a new place to do business, all most people have to do is number 4, to complete a transfer of assets form, which is transmitted back room to back room. The losing professional may contact the client upon notification the account's moving, but no explanation is required on the client's part. For 5, it's best to think about what was learned, accept we'll know better next time, and perhaps use it to teach others. What to say at the next alumni gathering, country club outing, or Thanksgiving dinner is a different story. Of the 50 ways there must be to break up professionally, what I've seen work best is to keep it short and simple. It was just a business decision, or I've had some changes in other parts of my life that have caused me to re-examine things and make some tough decisions. If possible, it's nice if some kind of gratitude or compliment can be paid to the professional for what they did do to help, even if it was a long time ago or seems small in comparison to the reason for leaving. In summary, if your gut says it's time to end it, act decisively, keep it simple, and remember, we all make mistakes.